Hey everybody, Cathryn Hart here of Heart and Soul Studio, the unacting coach. I wanted to make a little video today for some of my people. Sorry, that's Harper's nose. Hello, Harper. And this is little Scout's nose right there. Anyway, they feel a need to help. They really do all the coaching in my studio, just in case you didn't know. Anywho, I have been getting a lot of questions from my students lately about verticals. Should we do verticals? Will we be cut out of other job opportunities because we've done verticals? And a few months ago, I was like, I don't really. And I look at them, and the verticals, for those of you who don't know, vertical is shot with your phone up and down as opposed to horizontal. And they are all over TikTok and stuff like that. So there are a lot of them. And they started out as kind of chintzy romance things, some of them a little bit soft pornish. And then they kind of got a little bit more money and maybe a little bit better production, not a lot. But I have had some clients who have been turning down auditions for those because, well, first of all, the scripts aren't very good, but also because they didn't want to get stuck having done a vertical. And, somebody says, oh, you did verticals? I don't know that, you. Okay, well, that whole thing is really developing right now. SAG, after it's gotten involved, and they are giving some kind of contracts, but I don't think they're very good yet. So I don't think they're offering a lot of money, if any. So I'm waiting to see how SAG does on this. I think that it's a work in progress. But I will say that they are getting to be done by maybe more, hello, may I help you? Scout. We're very loving around my studio. Anyway, so we are getting more networky kind of stuff. And I started thinking about that. And when streaming first hit, and this is like at the very, 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 very beginning, when there were these very smart people who said, I see the future and it's not going to be on network TV, on cable or anything. It's going to be this weird thing called streaming. And one of the first things that those companies did was they made all these little short, teeny tiny little 10-minute kind of like, you can watch a bunch of them all at once, or just watch one and then another and then another. And that's how they started kind of trying to make streaming into something, like the next step into the future. And they didn't really go very well. They ended up going a whole different direction. But I'm thinking networks are starting to realize that people don't like to watch long shows sometimes. They like to watch little short things because our minds are so, crapped out these days because we're just on social media and, losing brain cells and stuff. But at any rate, but there are some very networky kind of things that are starting to appear that maybe it's going to be taken a lot more seriously. Hopefully there'll be more money. So my suggestion to you right now is just look at the script. If it's not too bad, I don't think it's going to hurt you to do it. If you're just starting and you need some experience, you go ahead and do them. It's a good place to go and, get on a set and work your acting skills. And so I'm just saying to all those people out there who keep asking me, should I try to do any of these? Or are they going to be like, you? I think we're getting into the territory where they're going to be a little better. So maybe you might do them. And there's a lot of them. I kind of look at it like, I'm an old fart. I kind of look at it like my dinner theater days. Okay, without the soft porn involved. But don't do soft porn. Don't do that. At any rate, I love you guys. I hope this helped. And Scout and Harper say, come on in and they'll coach you while I sit there and eat bonbons. Okay, bye.